How's it going, everyone? So we just got an updated graph for all the rank distribution in Tekken 8. A while ago, I made a video going over how good your rank is, what's your percentile, and we haven't gotten much updates until recently. This one is as of May 11th, so it's very, very updated. It's just basically today, or I guess tomorrow, depending on when you're watching this. So we're gonna go over it and basically just talk about what we can notice here from the graph and how good your rank actually is, because a lot of things have changed. We're almost worth what, 3.5 months into Tekken 8, almost 4 months into Tekken 8. So a lot of stuff have changed. A lot of people have gone up in rank. But first, this is made by Notquitefactual, as always. The data's from him. And Aliet Faye made this graph. Links will be in the description as always. So let's get into this. So this is very, very cool because they included how much has changed since last time. So I don't really like to look at below yellow because this is all you can't lose points, right? But Warrior, so all of these ranks are going down. Up until Tenryu, people are going up. So generally, a lot of people are just going up as time progresses. It makes sense, obviously, especially because the rank system is quite a bit easier in this game compared to Tekken 7. Whereas now, if you demote, you get a bunch of chances to promote back up, and it brings you right back to the middle. I'd say once you get a rank in this game, I'm not going to say if it's easier to I'm not going to say if it's easier to reach a rank for the first time, but once you do get that rank, it's a lot easier to hold on to it in Tekken 8, it seems. So these are nothing too special. They've all gone down by a little bit. These are all pretty beginner levels of play, I'd say. If you're still Warrior to Vanquisher, you probably haven't been playing for too long, or you just play for fun. You don't really care about the game too much. Looking at red rank here, we can see Garyu. This is still the average. Nothing has changed. It has gone down a little bit, so people are starting to move up a little bit more, but they actually included the percentile here, which is really cool to see. So Garyu is 63%, so it's actually below 50% now, so it's slightly lower than average despite being the highest amount, which is pretty interesting. So as we can see here, Shinryu is going to be kind of around between Shinryu and Tenryu is going to be where the 50% marker lies in the 50% percentile. So basically anything above just a tiny bit past Shinryu in terms of the rank progression bar is going to be above average. So that's good to know, right? It's really interesting. And then we see Tenryu has gone up barely by 0.7%. So what's interesting here is most people are not a lot of people will settle for ranks. Most people are not settling for red ranks. People want to get out, which kind of makes sense. I'd kind of say it's the silver of Tekken. If you guys play League or Overwatch, it's pretty standard where most of the population lies, but pretty much anyone can get out of the red ranks if they just put some effort in, or a lot of effort. If you really, really try and you commit the time to it, I think anyone can get out of these ranks. So between Shinryu and Tenryu is going to be our new average. So if you're above that, congratulations, you are above 50% of the players. So, and then we see Mighty Ruler, which has gone up by a lot, 1.1%. Very interesting to note. So this rank, I could see as time goes on, I could see this rank becoming the new average for the game, which is pretty interesting, right? It's gone up by 1%. Let's say by the next couple patches. Now, we aren't sure if they're going to do a ranked reset. It's definitely in the water. They usually, in Tekken 7, would, not a full reset, but each season they send your characters one or two sets of ranks down. That'll probably happen again, although I'm not sure when they'll do it. It kind of seems a little bit early because their season 1's starting in summer. I don't really think they're going to do one then. But anyway, I'm getting off topic. If it doesn't get reset soon, I see this going up and more. Maybe by the next one or the next two, this will be the new average. So a lot of people are getting Mighty Ruler, which is really cool to see. I think Mighty Ruler here is around where you become a pretty decent Tekken player for sure. Go back to the percentile here, because all we can really get from this one is everything's gone up. Everything past this rank has gone up by a lot. People are getting a lot better. So we have Mighty Ruler is 40th percentile, really cool. Flame Ruler, there's actually a big gap here, which makes sense. A lot of the time people just get the first rank of a color and then they kind of stop playing. So pretty interesting, 31% here. So this is you're a good bit above average. 31 percentile is nothing. You're better than 70% of players. That's definitely nothing to scoff at, right? Battle Ruler, another big dip, 25%, and then a smaller dip compared to Battle Ruler to Fujin, because people don't really, if you're going to get to the last rank of a color, you might as well go for it, right? So Fujin has also gone up by a lot. Wow, I'm really surprised. I don't think Fujin ever got to this amount in Tekken 7. Correct me if I'm wrong, but this is really interesting to see Fujin going up this much by 2.79%. That's the biggest increase we have on this list. Wow. So a lot of people are coming to Fujin. So it's just these three are these three is below average, kind of better than average slightly, and this is you're a lot better than average, but these three are the average, the most popular ranks. But yeah, Fujin is I tell people on my stream all the time, I think Fujin is a rank you should really, really be proud of. Super respectable rank. Anything past that, and wow, you're just really good. Although it is character dependent. there are definitely some characters who are easier to get ranks with, but I digress. Big dip here for Raijin, as we can also imagine, going from 20% to 12th percentile. So this is like, wow, you're almost in the top 90% of players here. Kishin, 9%, Bushin, 6%, and then a half drop to Tekken King. So Tekken King is still, I'd say, pretty exclusive of a rank. Going up by 1% is also really surprising though. But yeah, I'd say Tekken King is like, well, like you're definitely like a pretty damn good player, I think. Although again, your mileage will vary. It kind of depends on which character, but if you want to like an impressive rank, I think if you can get to like the middle of Shinryu, it's like you're better than most people probably. If you want to be like more above average than most people, you get to like Mighty Ruler. That's a rank you can be super proud of. And anything above that is just, yeah, you're just a super good player, I'd say. At least compared, when I say super good player, obviously there's like a huge distinction between tournament player and like good player, like just compared to the average player. But I mean, we're not all tournament. I'd say most tournament players are probably like here, which makes all of us look bad, right? But yeah, Tekken King, 3.86 percentile. Tekken Emperor, big dip again. I am noticing, because I'm around these ranks right here, there is like a big skill difference. Like going from Tekken King to Emperor, I noticed there was a huge difference in skill. So I imagine it only gets worse here. And even the blue ranks, there's like a pretty big difference. But yeah, Tekken Lord, it says Lord here, it's God if you're in North America, 1.1%, and then if you want to get below 1%, you need Tekken God Supreme, and then God of Destruction is obviously still very, very small. So all these have gone up, but yeah, the big noteworthy things is this one's going down, so Mighty Ruler is slowly becoming the new average, I think, over time. You're still, don't worry, you're still like above average if you're at this rank, but yeah, these are like the big takeaways I'd have here. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. It's always really interesting to look at the rank distribution. I made a whole video about this, but again, I know like a lot of people are curious because everyone wants to know like how good is your rank, right? But don't let it consume you too much. I think that's like a really, really bad like habit and like spiral you can get down, like valuing your worth as a Tekken player to what rank you are. I see people in like Tekken, like Emperor and even like higher who are playing a certain character. I'm not going to name it, but like some characters, you know, you can get away with a lot less skill and get a higher rank. So while ranks, I'm not going to say ranks don't mean anything. They do mean something, but don't like attach your worth to a player. Just like have fun with the game. If you're in like red ranks or even orange ranks and you have a ton of fun with the game, you're more happy than 99% of Tekken streamers, because most Tekken streamers are absolutely miserable playing ranked. So yeah, that's about all I got. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to like and subscribe if you want to support my content. I do like scripted video essays and occasional news coverage videos like this, so it's a really, really big help. But yeah, thank you guys, and I'll see you later. Bye.